Enough. Okay, let's see what's that about. Huh? No, I don't want to help you too.
So, an African migrant just tried to behead a white man in North Belfast, Ireland. Video is too graphic to post. So, you can clearly see this is what's going on. Belfast situation based docket. Be careful of the videos. Yeah. Let me lock in with that because this is actually, I'm gonna be real. This is like way bigger news than like the Carmelo Anthony thing. Like, this is insane. So,
Holy shit.
reform politicians let this monster into our country. And this is obviously a fucking, some retard, right? Read the comments. I mean, I don't know. So basically, this dude went, my statement on the sickening events in Belfast. Okay, let's see it. He cut his eye out and cut his nose off. You can't show the video on stream. I watched it. He just stabbed him up.
Good morning, everybody. I've just watched the most horrific footage from Northern Ireland, from Belfast.
So far.
Of one man on top of another with a knife, obviously screaming and shouting. Some patriots effectively attempted to intervene. I don't know what has happened to the victim, but it didn't look good.
Probably not good.
I now call...
Is the victim dead?
Probably. No, he's not dead.
Yeah, is the victim dead? Going back isn't enough. I want reparations. Oh, you're gonna get it. No, he's not. Okay. So when I send them back, I would take all their stuff. I send them back with the shoes on their feet. I'd say, you got this from here. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna let you keep that.
For the police.
I keep all their shit.
With full transparency to...
He'll let them send them back, huh? He's nice.
To disclose...
I wouldn't be so nice.
Ethnicity and immigration status of the person who perpetrated the attack.
Was obviously not an Irish person. I mean, it's fucking obvious.
Yeah, of course.
This is a disappointingly growing trend which is affecting all of us. It stems from immigration, largely. It stems from the fact that
lack of accountability.
There's a whole industry of people who have made vast amounts of money propagating an industry called the human rights industry, which basically...
It's fake.
Even here in Brazil, it's big. Like, they just want the bad guys out of prison so they can have... What ends up happening is that we Brazilians, the law-abiding citizens, get fucked in the ass. Anyway.
The human rights industry is just about inventing different ways to guilt trip and emotionally blackmail Western countries into accepting infinity foreigners into their country and allowing their country to be taken over by those people. That's all it is. The moment I hear the word human rights, I'm like, this is going to be some emotional guilt trip manipulation shit, which says that their human rights are that they get to come to your country and get all your stuff, and then there's nothing you can do about it. It's human trafficking. It's human trafficking. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's basically the globalist word for human trafficking. I like that.
That's a good one.
Has fed off the back of the legal complexities surrounding human rights law. Those are people like
he said it was from Sudan.
Keir Starmer, Lord Hermer. A whole raft of people who I think put their own interests above those of the safety of the British people. And it's time we got some honesty from the police force, who are paid for the British taxpayer, paid for by the British taxpayer. They're supposed to serve the British taxpayer, and they're supposed to keep us all safe.
Well, they don't do any of that. They don't care about that. Human rights are valid. They cease to exist when you violate someone else's rights. The right to immigrate does not exist. Well, the human rights don't really exist because there's no governing apparatus that everybody exists under. So the concept of a human rights is just it's a fantasy. Like, so basically rights are only, like, there are no human rights. There is no, people are entitled to, nobody has any of that. It's not real. The only things that are real are like the laws of physics, like gravity, things like that. And even that's, dubious, right, in some cases. So they're not God-given. Like, they are invented by people to be given to people so we can try to, transcend, being animals, right? But basically, it's turned into just a emotional blackmail to let these people into the country.
Yeah, the only laws are God-given, the ones from the universal laws, right? So anything other than that is just invented by humans.
Contract. Yes, exactly.
You can quite clearly see with the recent tragic death of Henry Novak.
Gravity is dubious. I can't. Well, yeah, I've read research about the way that black holes approach gravity, and they don't fully understand it, and they don't think that they understand the way that certain types of large, extremely, like, astronomically, you know, like, large structures exist because they defy the laws of gravity. Yeah, I didn't say that for no reason. Yeah, like, that actually is a thing.
We can see two-tier policing, and now I think I call for total transparency. If you have transparency, you have
World's
truth,
flat
and
anyway.
from truth you can actually start to
He's right.
deal with the
You're
issues
completely right.
that are causing the problem. Until we have that, I'm afraid we are going to continue to, all of us, suffer from increasing distrust, an increasing feeling of a lack of safety, and that is not going to be good for all of us. We want our high trust society back.
That's right.
We're not going to get it back by people being deceitful. We need honesty, we need truth, we need authenticity, and we need openness.
I need that
That's exactly
YouTube
right.
premium.
No, he's totally right about this. Can you have the chatter explain dark matter for chat, please? I mean, I'm not that level. I'm not leveled up that much. The Belfast attacker was granted a 5-year visa by the UK government. Wow. I wonder why.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, why?
crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you, for any reason, make that decision? Man taken to the hospital with serious injuries after the stabbing. Oh, boy. It's just copying what Faraj said. I mean, like, a lot of people are going to say the same thing, right? It makes sense. It was an attempted beheading. Be honest for once. What is this here? It was an Oh, bro. It's always... I didn't even realize this. I was just, like, going through everything. BBC UK, it was an attempted beheading, be honest for once. As I said, the media are the enemy, right?
Yeah.
And many such cases, unfortunately, right? And be careful with the footage. The uncensored is horrific. I mean, I just watch it live, honestly. If I was just streaming on Rumble and Kick, I would. But since I'm on Twitch, I have to follow extra rules, which is so annoying. But you know, that's just the way it is. I know a lot of you guys like watching on other platforms, so I try to be reasonable. But that's it. New Belfast mayor highlights drive towards diversity in the city. Guys, I cannot express how much that. You can't have what is this here? Check the quote retweets. They changed the title. Okay,
What?
let me see.
They changed the title.
An African tried to behead an Irish kid is what they say. Fuck these people. Serious injuries after stabbing. Maybe the BBC's fact checkers might want to take a look at the article and tell us what it accurately represents. We can all see in the video. You mean an African migrant attempted to behead them? I don't think you have, mate. Oh, man.
Whoa.
Jesus. Is that it? Guarantee you watch the ISIS beheadings. Strange fascination with gore on the internet. I don't really like looking at gore. I don't have a problem looking at it. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't really care. I just don't want to see it.
Yeah, true. Why would you want to see it? Otherwise, you're just fucked up in the head, right?
It's like, I don't want to see a picture of a piece of shit. Like poop. I don't want to see a picture of a pile of poop.
Yeah,
It's
same.
gross. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's not like it's going to upset me. I just prefer not to look at it. It's that simple.
I mean, why would you?
Community notes for the win. And a guy targeted from the
Sheesh.
Islamist tried sawing his head off in the middle of the street. You ridiculous lawn flamingos. What I was trying to get at with this is that you've got to go and you've got to hold the people that allowed this to happen accountable.
Really?
You do. You gotta hold them accountable directly. Like, now, if it was up to me, right? If this is up to me, like, whenever you win, you've got to take these people, take away their citizenship, and deport them to Sudan. Put them in Somalia. You're gone. You're done. Exile.
Yes.
That's what I would do. That would be, like, I think that's what's fair, right? Because if you think that importing all of these people into the country is a good thing, then you
Go live
want
with
your
them.
country to be more like their country. And if you like their country so much, it makes sense that you should
Yeah.
just go and live in it.
Yeah, go live
That's
in
what
it.
I would do.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
cute. Yeah.
Nah,
Sure.
she's not cute.
Dentistry fees watching live from Belfast. Yeah, and so anyway, you
That's
got
just makeup.
riots going on, right? And like, really no surprise here. Let me look at a few other posts about this. Looks like one weirdo boycotted, became a figure of the Bud Light commercials. Oh, that? Yeah, that was some other shit. It wasn't a stabbing. He tried to butcher the man's neck and remove his head in the street. Think about that? Yeah, I mean, that's it. And so let me go back. I'm going to look at this here. And on October 26, October 23, 1 month later, General formally answered parliamentary question. The UK has a proud history of supporting refugees. The UK is proud to have welcomed Sudanese nationals. Man. How about that? I saw one person, I replied to a post about this today. And let me go and show you guys. So we need calm heads. It's very important that people like Rupert Lowe, Elon Musk, Nigel Farage, and others don't use this horrific Belfast incident to whip up hostility and division against minorities, migrants, and Muslims living in the UK. We all agree the incident was disgusting and horrific. And so I replied to this and I said, these are the calm heads, actually. Keep running defense for these communities and reframing accountability as racism, and you will find that out.
Real.
You were going to be very, very surprised. And stop chopping off people's heads. Exactly. And yeah, these guys, Nigel Farage and Rupert Lowe, might be one of your last chances to have a moderate voice solve this problem. Because the problem will be solved. It will either be solved moderately or in an extreme way. There's no, like, this is a problem very clearly in a lot of these Western countries. Like, this can't continue. It obviously can't continue. I think everybody knows this. So the sooner that you stop it from happening, the sooner that you cut off the bleeding, the sooner that you're going to have, a higher chance to have things not be worse, right?
True.
And so you can either vote for and support people like Rupert Lowe, and it turns out to be a page in a history book, or you can demonize and try to delegitimize people like Rupert Lowe and Nigel Farage and Elon Musk, and you're going to end up with an entire chapter. Because that's what's going to happen. It's obvious that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Lose an arm, literally? Yes, exactly. And she was just saying, I don't know who this person is. I have no idea. But anyway, let me go back. I'm going to look at a few of these other posts here, too. Bring back crusades. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to become increasingly more extreme. Only restore Britain can save Britain. I'm so glad Elon is talking about this shit. I'm so fucking glad. Like, thank God we actually, like, isn't it crazy that we would have never been able to even say any of this stuff 5 years ago? They already deleted most comments on Reddit, but this straight up what they themselves would have called racist and white supremacist comments 5 years ago, and now they're saying it. Let me see this. He's trying to cut his head off. Attacker saws at victim's neck in sickening Belfast knife attack.
Holy shit.
I really wish I hadn't seen this footage this morning. When will the penny drop for people? What more will it take? Man. The food for thought. Think of the food.
Think of the food.
This is on Reddit. I wonder if this will be classified as the racist hate attack it clearly was.
Yeah.
This reminds me that Reddit is actually, like, if you actually gave people freedom of speech on Reddit, my subreddit would be one of the most popular subreddits on the entire platform.
True.
The only reason why the people that think like I do are not the predominant, completely oppressive force on Reddit is because Reddit is effectively a safe space for these leftist ideals.
True.
The moment that you allow freedom of speech, whether it's on 4chan, Twitter, or YouTube, you immediately have the vast majority of people falling off on the side of people like me.
I agree.
That's the reason why. Same with Twitch. Yes, exactly. Same with Twitch. It's actually so fucking cut and dry how they deal with it, but no, the government protects these barbarians. I know that. And, yeah, it's just really saying. And censorship hellhole, exactly. Reddit and TikTok have the same communities. Yeah, because they're moderated. But what my point is that, and I think that we really should be talking about how much progress we've made. We really should. And I think that a good frame of reference is for us to look at 10 years ago versus now. Yeah. 10 years ago, a lot of these statements and saying this kind of stuff would get you immediately branded and labeled as a racist. And I think that this was an increasing in fever pitch into, like, COVID, right? Like, you could have never had this conversation. You could have never had these opinions back in 2016 and 5 years ago even. And we have shifted things so drastically and so dramatically in just 5 years Imagine where we're going to be in the next 10.
I remember after Charlie Kirk died, it was a big shift also.
So I know that a lot of people try to be negative and you try to, you know, like you're demoralized, you don't want to vote, etc. I think that it's very easy for you to look at the current state of things and think to yourself, things are not in a good position right now. But if you really look at where we've come from and what we've had to overcome, I think that things have been incredibly great. They have been amazing. Let me see here. And shifting it back before normal, before woke took power online. Yeah, I know that, right? And absolutely. It's funny that anti-vaccine during COVID or science, people say it's more than one sex. Everyone else says it's wrong to fault the science. Yeah, definitely. It might swing back the other way. Well, it's important to always be vigilant, though. It is. And that's why, like any of these, like my advice.
How is this guy so smart, bro? He knows so much. He just like a genius, to be honest.
Is that you should never. Whenever any of these people try to, whenever they seem like they're on your side, whenever they have like
the genius of Asmongold,
good take on something, you should never take their side. Never take their side, because there's a reason why they're thinking that, and I can guarantee you that reason is not in your best interest. This age, like fine wine.
Anyone on the basis of their race.
But you're saying that our culture has changed because we've had other cultures come here. Is that your position?
Well, it's not my position, it's a fact, and you just said it at the beginning.
I think
so it's better. So what about British culture didn't you like and has been improved by new cultures?
Well,
tell me, what didn't you like before? What are you glad is gone from the Britain you grew up in?
Let me tell you, if you came to London in the 50s and 60s, the food was crap. Absolute crap.
Well, it was that way in the 80s when I was here.
Right. Now we have some of the best gastronomy.
Amazing. Some of the most expensive too. I wonder, is everyone eating there?
No, I can.
The food.
The food.
It's the food. Always the food.
Yeah, it's the food.
Fat people are such a problem. They're such a problem.
I paid $1,000 for dinner last night.
You're a wealthy man leading a very wealthy lifestyle.
Holy shit!
Bro, really?
What?
God damn.
Come and meet at Brick Lane. Come with me to Brixton. I'll give you a proper meal.
I love it. You and I will go to the tough parts of town and eat street food. But
I can give you a great meal.
But are you really saying the food?
I'll take you to the top end of Portobello Market. Right, you come with me.
I love this reasoning, and I'm so glad, by the way, because food. This, like, Piers he is giving the safe opinion. This is the safe opinion to have, is that the reason why migration is good is because of food, right? It's basically the indulgent, easy, slop, liberal opinion that you're able to have, and, you know, people don't really criticize it a lot, right? That's it, boomer tard argument. Yes, exactly. It's a boomer argument. It definitely is. And, but yeah, what I'm saying is that Tucker Carlson even saying this in this interview, this would have been unthinkable 10 years ago.
For real.
When this happened, he crashed out and said this on Twitter. I think I remember this. I don't follow Piers Morgan. Oh, I thought I did. There are a lot of white English people I would happily trade for a good weekly chicken tikka masala. Really? Well, it looks like you traded one in Belfast just yesterday. Congratulations. It's really sad. It's crazy to me. Tikka masala is a UK dish, by the way. Yeah, it's softball. Yeah, it's like congrats, Spears. I know, and fucking disgusting. I know. Just they care so much about food. It's just so sad. Yes, sell out your people for food. Move to that country. This is replacement migration. Alex Jones, November 2025. Oh my God. Suicidal empathy? Well, it's not even that, right?
It's worse.
Been improved by new culture.
Of young girls.
That's what I was saying.
So argument used. Why should we flood our country with other people? Well, chicken curry. Thousands of young girls get raped. Chicken curry. And I know this might shock a lot of people. You're going to want to be prepared for this. But me, as an Irishman, I have made pasta before. I know. Crazy. I'm not Italian, but I know how to make pasta. And even crazier is I have made chicken curry before. Crazy. Absolutely shocking stuff.
thought you
You
can't
don't
do
need
that.
1 million Pakistanis in your country to enjoy a kebab. I know this thinking might be crazy to people like Piers Morgan, but I would eat potatoes for the rest of my life if it meant my country, Ireland, was always home to Irish people. That
Yep.
was full of my own people.
I think that most people feel that way.
I agree.
I don't want Ireland full of Nigerians,
Yep. I
mean,
Indians,
why wouldn't you?
Pakistanis.
Nope.
I don't want Ireland to resemble England, for England to resemble Germany, Germany to resemble Belgium, for all the natives to be replaced in
Bless
the
the
name
potato.
of chicken curry and a kebab shop on every corner. I have no intention of seeing that happen in my lifetime.
Thank God.
Ireland should be full of Irish people.
I'm so glad that we have a lot of young guys now that are willing and open about saying this stuff.
True.
Because for a long time, like, I think that people like me have always felt this way, but we haven't been able to say it. And now and I think especially what I find to be really interesting is it's not the people that are my age. I'm 35. It's the people that are a bit younger than me, the people that are 23, guys that are 27. They're the ones that are even more adamant about it than I am. And I think that's a great thing. That's an amazing thing.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks,
you're in
Em.
me. Well, I mean, again, like there is a
Thanks, Asmon. Here we are.
spectrum and a window in which I can behave, and I exist inside of that window.
Okay.
And if your excuse to change
agree.
that is you like a kebab every Saturday, well, to me, that's not a good enough reason.
It's
British
not a
culture
good enough reason to ethnically replace the population of a country in order to get kebabs. Okay, well, I'd say that's a pretty good argument. I would agree with that. 100% the cultural melting pot's one of the most destructive lies that was ever pushed in America or any country for that matter. I think that America used to be a melting pot, and it was a good thing. The problem is that people stopped melting, and they wanted to be a
Like a tribe. They're just tribalists, separating each other.
separate side dish that, was separate from the pot. That's the main issue, is that I don't think people have a problem with limited immigration where people can come over and become citizens, right? The problem is there are two big problems, right? The first problem is that it's happening too much. So, like, it's okay to let, 100 people in. It's okay to maybe let 1,000 people in. But is it okay to let 100,000 people in?
No.
Or is it okay to let 3 million people in? So
No.
it's a matter of degree and also assimilation. A lot of these people don't assimilate. They don't assimilate. They stay in their own cultures. They keep their own cultures. They have their own values. They have their own religion. And that religion
Go to any big city, there's always a Chinatown. So, yeah. I guess that's true.
and value system is directly antithetical to the way that the country behaves. So it causes a huge problem. I don't think that most people really have a problem with some random guy from India coming to India and becoming a British citizen and, being a normal guy. Like, they don't want to see every Indian come over. And they don't want to have that Indian guy, continuing to think that he should get exemptions because he wants to bring a knife, he's a Sikh or something like that. But generally, one ring, one pot. Yeah, exactly. I do. I think that generally, people feel that way conceptually, but in reality, I think that they don't really care about it as much as they might mention. I think it's about the degree. Like, if you saw somebody like that, like one out of 1,000 people, out of 10,000 people, I don't think that people would have a big problem with it. But when it's one out of 3, that's a totally different dynamic.
True.
And I think that's really the difference, is that these people, again, it's too much. It's too many. That's the problem. People always bring up immigration in the 1900s as a defense, but the original U.S. immigrants came here to work, not to do fraud and go on welfare. Well, again, you should never make a decision based off of something that happened where everybody that was alive then is dead now, right? You shouldn't be basing decisions off of that. I think for being 80% males and the rest being wives and children is a big issue. There are videos of talking about how they're importing only women, non-feminist women with fixed to help a lot of South Korean population from North Korea or Vietnam. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. All I'm saying is that I think that there's definitely a lot of Venn diagram effects of this. And so here we go. Oh my God.
What the hell is
Glasgow
happening?
stands with all of the...
Holy shit,
This might be
migrants.
the biggest one I've seen.
Yo, they're setting fire to migrant homes? That's crazy. It's over. They're done with it. The Crusades. Crusades have started. Patriots.
Keep in mind, gentlemen, the only thing you really need to do is to get the military on your side. You
Yeah.
do that, you do anything you want. That's
True.
the only thing that's stopping you from doing what you want. There's a bunch of these other videos. Holy shit. Migrant HMOs? What are HMOs?
Homes.
Are being targeted and set on fire in Northern Ireland. Holy shit.
Fuck our foreigners!
Oh my god. Housing multiple occupancy. The guy.
You fuck our foreigners!
Isn't that what they say at the beginning of Bloodborne whenever they're all gathered around that fire in Old Yarnum? With like the fucking pitchforks and they're like trying to stab you? I'm pretty sure it is something like that. It's starting, yeah. Oh my god, look at this. Holy shit. And yeah, there's a footage of a bus burning too. Look at this.
Wow.
A bus has been set on fire in Belfast. My advice also is don't burn your own shit down.
Yeah, of course.
Don't destroy your own buildings. Don't destroy your own property.
I agree.
Northern Ireland is the biggest pressure cooker in Europe. Anywhere it pops off, a gender-free TV has good footage. Yeah. I'm gonna look at some more of the footage in just a minute. What triggered the latest one? A Sudanese migrant that recently came to Ireland tried to decapitate an Irish man in the middle of the street with a knife and stabbed out his eye and cut off his nose.
Oh.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Yeah, and maimed him. Yes, exactly. So people are upset about this. They're mad. Why can't they see this will create nationalist zeal and not prevent it? I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I think that, like, it seems very obvious where this is going, but, you know, for some reason people
Hey, Asmon, you should drink water. Best thing ever.
don't want to look at it. Mass Belfast use on the streets after the migrants in Belfast right now. Uh-oh.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Revolution.
And do you remember 2 or 3 years ago when I told y'all this was going to start happening? Remember that? And everybody said that, like, they said I was wrong, I was stupid. They said there was no way. I told y'all, like, this is the only. Did you? I did. I said very clearly, like, things are going to get even more extreme. What's the IRA? The Irish Resistance Army, I believe. And only at 5 or 10%. Yeah, this, by the way, is first gear. This is first gear. And let me go back. England for the English.
England for the English! England for the English! England for the English! England for the Europeans!
We have come so far in only 5 years.
Whoa. What a vision,
We
man.
have come so incredibly and amazingly far.
This is the place where they are putting people in prison for expressing their opinions online. What a progress, man.
Man,
Gentlemen, holy shit.
it's a big W. And don't forget, Europeans know how to have a proper riot. Maybe
W.
it's just a taste before tonight. Uh-oh. A purge is on the horizon, it would seem. I don't know about that. I hope not. I certainly hope not. I hope that they can just peacefully do deportations. That's my desire. More and more fires in Belfast. This is more of the image. Sadly, it's just a minority still. You don't need to be a majority in order to push a narrative. Like, the American Revolution was not the majority of America. All you need are enough people and enough, you know, firepower, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Protesters clash with the migrants on the streets.
Basement too optimistic. It's hard not to be optimistic when we've made this much social progress in just a few short years. Like, I am actually optimistic. I am. And I think that more, because I can, like, there is an end to this. There is. What was the conflict that led to the stabbing, though? Who cares? I don't want to see things like that in a Western country. It's gross. Get them out. I don't care why it happened.
Just an idea, if you're living there, you might have noticed that all of the guys are using black clothes, right? So start selling black clothes and just promote them. You're gonna be rich.
I want to see it.
Promote them for the cause, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Can't see shit
Thanks for
though.
being a voice of the voiceless. We appreciate you. Well, I do it especially for Europe. The reason why I talk a lot about this too is because these guys can't speak about it. It's against the law. People losing a plot here. People don't talk about the root of all the problems, which are the businesses profiting from this. Oh, you're absolutely right about that. You're completely right that the main beneficiaries for this are businesses. I mean, too optimistic on it not being a peaceful deportation? Oh, I'm sure some people will be violent resisting it, but I mean, like, just, I don't know, just overpower them, right? I mean, like, just deal with them somehow.
Yep.
Like, it's not that hard. I mean, if you're the one with the military and the police, it's pretty easy to deal with that. So, I don't know. Is she ultra wealthy? Yeah. Was today years old and the UK doesn't have freedom of speech? They don't. They have a lot of freedom of speech, but they don't have absolute freedom of speech the same way that we do here in the United States.
Bro.
The protesters just blocked the road outside of Parliament. Uh-oh.
If I could, I would be there also.
Belfast is going ham. Yeah, I mean, people are going crazy. And also keep this in mind that even in, like, probably the last 2 years, I think this has doubled. Jake Monroe lives 15 minutes away. He was talking about going down to the protest. You want to talk to him about there? I haven't seen that at all. Yeah, I thought he lived in the U.S. I had no idea. USA's turning into a third world country quickly. Well, you understand that this is not, this is in Britain, right? Well, even we don't, but yeah, we have more freedom of speech. Well, nobody has absolute freedom of speech, right? I mean, you couldn't have absolute freedom of speech, but, like, realistically, you have pretty much freedom of speech here.
A lot more than anywhere else on the planet, so...
Northern Ireland.
They could easily overwhelm the guards there.
That's UK. I understand that. I understand. This is not, I don't know if this is today. Like, I think this is something that this is going on.
You're a child abuser! You child abuser! You child abuser!
This mixed footage is not recent. It's not the point. It's not about whether it's recent or not. What is this?
That looks kind of funny.
To the people of Newry, Morning Down. We, the Newry...
What is this here? I'll look at some of the other ones here. Violence is never the answer. The thing is that it shouldn't be the answer, but if you don't, like, and here's the problem, right, is that if these people aren't going to get what they want, they are going to be violent. They are. It's very clear that's what's going to happen. Russian nationalists paying their respects to Henry Nowak and sending a message to the United Patriotism.
We are us domestic. We'd like to commemorate.
I can't watch it. It's so flashy. It's so annoying. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people of protesters gathered outside a migrant hotel.
Migrant hotel. They have those? Wow, that's where the tax dollars are going. That's fucked up, huh?
WCW pussy? No, I mean, I understand that that's really over 1,000 people now over the move. This is 2 hours ago. Are we witnessing the collapse of the globalist agenda? You will see the collapse of the agenda whenever the people that initiated it are held accountable.
True.
I cannot stress enough that you can't completely end this until you make examples out of the people that tried to start it. There's no world where this goes away and people can move past this until there's genuine accountability. That's my opinion, and I think that nobody should ever forget that. Vigilantism? I don't believe in any vigilantism. I'm totally against vigilantism. What is this here? Stop pretending everything is fine. I think this might have been from the other day. Yeah, I think this is from yesterday. I remember watching this.
Back. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back.
Agenda Tree TV is crazy footage. Okay, let me look at some of the other footage online, and that way I can take.
Go by, and now look at this. Look at this happening. Look at this building.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Wow. What the hell is happening?
I'll find some of the other footage for it, okay?
Yeah.
So they burned down one of the migrant areas.
Oh shit.
And it's just starting to get dark.
It
Yeah.
looks like a gas line. Now there's the fire truck.
Oh, there's more.
Okay,
of them.
we see this fire truck, one fire truck, and there's also a bunch of onlookers there.
They're blocking the fire truck so it doesn't go in.
Then there's a
Fire trucks are retreating?
dumpster on fire in the street. There's another fire in the street. To the left, there is a building that's on fire. I don't believe. Now here comes.
What's
now
happening?
Here
I'm
comes
paying
the
attention.
firefighters. I don't know if they're actively
The
going to
American
fight it
Revolution
or if
start
they're
by
just trying to
vigilantes?
evacuate
Yeah.
people. Okay, I do see they have a hose. They do have a hose. All right, they are
Yeah,
putting water
gotta turn
on
it
this
off.
fire right now.
We gotta turn it off.
And that's not enough water to stop
It's
the
not
fire.
working.
Yeah,
They did manage to get a hose on the fire.
not enough.
It won't turn off.
This comes after a brutal stabbing attack in Belfast last night.
Oh my God.
A man from Sudan who is
Leftist mods on Steve's channel banned me for using expression import the third world,
the
become
UK,
the third world.
after
Good.
claiming
It's
asylum
agenda-free
in
TV.
2023 was charged
He's just
with
trying
attempted
to present
murder.
the news in an
And we are
unbiased way.
seeing,
You can like you don't need to bring your agenda everywhere.
multiple fires tonight.
You don't
different
try to
parts of
push your
Belfast,
agenda on people that
protests
don't want to hear
in
it.
Belfast and
You're
then
gonna turn them into your
Belfast and
enemy.
other parts of Northern Ireland.
Be reasonable.
We are seeing
Be
multiple
respectful.
buildings on fire in this one shot.
God damn,
on the
look at all
left
that.
and on the right.
Holy shit. You know, this is 25 photos.
Building
It's
on fire on the left.
45
building
to
on
70 for
fire
urban
on the
fires.
right.
I really don't know. Yeah, let me see if I can find any more of these.
It's over.
Live.
Belfast live.
Protests took place in Belfast following a knife attack.
The cars
Oh my
also.
God.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Is that the house of the guy?
We're at our wits' end here in the UK. It was always going to be one big spark. I know that, bro. I'm fully aware. And and this is the important thing. So this is why it's a big deal to me. Is that once one country is able to effectively solve this problem, it creates a permission structure for every other country to also solve the problem. And you're starting to see this with the South America. Like, South America has had a massive far-right revival. Like, it's basically completely gone. It's like flipped over like the last 10 years completely. And the reason why is Bukele gave the permission structure for that to happen. Yeah. And I think that permission structure was then, it wasn't just Bukele, it was Javier Milei as well in Argentina. And then you even have, I mean, to a lesser extent, Venezuela working with the United States after we nabbed Maduro, right? Far right. Well, I don't know what far right. There's never right. There's always far right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They're not far right.
On the USAID, yeah. Peru just they recently elected that woman as well. Not Brazil. Brazil, as far as I know, Brazil is very woke. They are.
Yeah, Brazil is very woke. I'll tell you that.
And Duarte before South America. Yeah, you're right. Duarte is a great example. They need to let that guy go. He's in prison for like international crimes against humanity. I don't know what that means. Probably some bullshit. I always liked him. I thought he was great. I talked to somebody, by the way. Somebody told me... Never mind. I don't think I can say this.
Come on.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind on that one. But it was about Duarte.
Oh, man.
And did you say Japan? Well, Japan had that happen too. It did. And just say it. I can't. It involves other people.
Oh, shit.
I will always say anything as long as it only involves myself, but if it involves other people, I usually keep things to myself, right? For obvious reasons. I try to be a reasonable guy.
Good for you.
Let me see this here.
Protest plan across UK.
Argentina's in a really bad position. People can't afford to eat. It's hard to know. Let me see if I can pull up the other ones.
Live.
Where'd it go? Oh, this is a lot of them.
Far right
This
protesters.
is Daily Guardian.
Belfast knife attack live. I'm not a racist, but I've had enough. Okay. Fair.
South London Patriots. Oh boy. With the Crusader pictures too. I'm just trying to line all these up so you guys I can go back and forth between them, okay?
I like the Crusaders image.
Yeah, look at all this. The Guardian's a far left newspaper. I just want to see it. Stop fucking vague maxing. Well, I don't really. Do we have enough Christians for a crusade?
No.
Do you have enough Christians for a crusade?
Like real Christians? I doubt it.
Here's the truth. Look at Warhammer 40k. Look at any of the other colonial wars. You don't need to have equal forces. Like, a lot of these other places in the world, we power scale them so insanely so insanely. Like, it's like a 50-to-1 ratio, or like a 100-to-1 ratio. Like, think about, like, how many Space Marines versus how many Tyranids is it going to take, right? I mean, it's like, what, 50-to-1? 100-to-1? Let's be real. It doesn't need to be equal.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Look at all this. All of Latin America is Catholic, so yes. Of course they are. We worked our ass to make that happen. Worked our ass off making that shit happen. Like, remember that? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you goddamn right they are.
Even the Philippines.
Took a while.
Although that was the
Spanish did? They did?
Yeah, the Spanish.
They absolutely did. But the Spain and the Spanish, they're part of Western civilization.
Here in Brazil, it was Portugal, so the only exception, I guess.
I would say.
One of them.
I don't draw any distinction between them, even though they're not ethnically the same as like Anglo-Saxon Europeans. They are basically the same. Just because they're slightly ethnically different doesn't mean that, you know, the other 99 out of 100 things aren't the same. 1,000 humans made equal to one Space Marine? That's right. They're originally Celtic? Yeah, definitely. If If I watch the Nintendo Direct, I'm gonna get to that. Like all this stuff is happening live right now, so I'm trying to keep up with it as it's happening, extemporaneously. Spanish is Seventh Crusade or something like that. I don't remember which ones went well and which ones didn't. Jesus said, if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. Well, luckily we're still in the cloak situation, and I hope that we can stay there. But if they don't let people solve it with cloaks, they will let them solve it with swords. I think that's what's going to happen. That's on the new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma, whatever. I think she's doing a great job, actually.
Yeah. Changes are happening at Xbox. That's for sure.
Send them home! Send them home! Send them home! On your knees! On your knees!
Man. We got a lot. Oh, this is from the other day. Yeah, I don't. This is from something else. I don't even know why they're showing this right now. I'm gonna pull up some other ones here. If you guys have another live stream of the events happening, I'd have no problem looking at it and watching it. It's just that sometimes it's hard to catch everything. Is a box on fire?
So you can see those orange holes are on the ground, or pipes, or whatever they are. There's a few out there too.
Yeah.
The big one.
Damn.
Yeah, looks like they maybe tried. I don't know if they tried to set up a barricade over here. Then there's a fire on the street. Now are these protesters here?
Seems that way.
Right.
There's only a few of them.
It's about to pop off.
People in there before.
Now they're coming.
What these people should do, like this is generally like my opinion on it, is that they need to double down on political action. They need to double down on political action and solidifying a political base and being setting things on fire in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah.
I mean, this really doesn't, like, people see that, and I think that you are going to alienate a lot of, like, average people. They're going to see that, and they're going to be, it's 10 years too late. Yeah, I get that, right? But, like, all I'm really trying to get at is that I think that really political action and political advocacy, I'm always going to be okay with that over, like, starting a random fire in, like, the middle of the street. You know, I've said this with everything. It's just, like, it's not a good thing to do. Do you want to play the game? I don't want to deal with that too much, right? And just pop that in, TLDR. So I'll do a TLDR here. I got to use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll talk more about it, okay? They're breaking into the homes of foreigners and checking people's nationality. Yep, that's right. Give me 1 second.
Gotta have a... Let's skip this part. Yeah.
Alright, so where are we at?
Back in the game.
Burning thing in Belfast is just an average Tuesday? Oh, maybe. I'm not even sure. Hope you're doing well. By the way, if you get steroid cream from your doctor. Wait, what? Steroid cream? Oh my god, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, look at all this. Are these all fires? There's no way those are all fires.
That's a lot of fires.
Holy shit.
I saw at least 3.
We see a police vehicle there.
God damn. Let me go and find some of the other Belfast videos.
There is a police vehicle. Is that an ambulance? I don't know. A couple vehicles.
Mm-hmm. This is them breaking into the house. Yeah, I'm trying to find some of the footage of all this happening right now. Yeah, here's another one.
Yeah.
Holy. That's a lot. You think Hokefield McGregor can save Ireland?
Yeah, that's the bus.
No. I mean, like, I like Conor McGregor was like he's a great villain in like the UFC, but
give me a moment.
I mean, like I'd always theoretically, right? I'd always end up on the side of him over like a foreign national. Like obviously I would, but at the same time, I don't really think that that's a good representation of Ireland, right? I mean, if that's the best you can do, then it's okay, but Like really having you shouldn't have somebody like that representing the country. He's wrong. You're wrong. He gets it. I know he gets it, but he also gets convicted of wasn't he convicted of rape or something like that? Like some woman, he had sex with her and he jammed the tampon while he was having sex with her so far inside of her she had to have it surgically removed.
Holy
the
shit.
guy's a nutball, man. Like, who does that? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I hear that and it just makes it to where it's bad PR. Can we just agree that that's bad PR? It's really bad PR. Super bad. Shouldn't do that. That was fake? I don't know.
Is it fake?
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter.
I know Conor McGregor made a post. I know that.
The hell are they doing?
Increase the volume. I think it's loud enough, bro. Like, it's more than loud enough, bro. He's not a politician. He's just a clown. I mean, it's good. Like, listen, obviously it's good that he's saying the things that I would want him to say. I'm glad and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I think that it's fair to be reasonable and say, hey, listen, this guy is not really a great representative, right?
For real?
Holy shit, look at all this stuff.
Wow.
If the government cared about safety, they'd seriously address these issues. Yeah, I think so too. Crazy take. I think airdropping the UK firearms would largely benefit the UK natives. How's this cool? I don't know what you mean by that. The Irish hate Connor. I don't know. I think he's probably a very, very controversial and
figure, yeah.
polarizing person there. That's what This is Belfast?
Holy shit.
I thought this was Iran. Holy shit.
Wow. That's a lot of smoke.
God damn. Like, what the hell is going on here? New York Post on live stream. New York Post is live streaming. Okay, I'm going to take a look at it, all right? Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can find it. New York Post.
I'm going to sleep more.
Holy shit. Yeah, look at them all. God damn, look at all this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Multiple locations, maybe multiple buildings here.
Yeah, all this
You
stuff's
see the
getting
fire
burned down.
coming out of the windows.
What are they
Something on
destroying?
the street is on
The
fire.
houses
and
where the
across
migrants
street, a
are.
building's on fire. I don't know
That's
about
my
back
understanding.
here. What's that? Is that in the street?
Some
here?
gangs of New York
But
shit?
yeah, clearly,
You gonna bring back Bill
this
the Butcher?
building is on fire and this building is on fire.
They won't stop now. This is it. Remember when I told you, it's only a matter of time till this happens. The government does nothing. I'm worried about how far the pendulum will swing. Yeah, keep in mind that people like Rupert Lowe are the moderate alternative. And everybody after him is going to be
The
worse.
U.S. has launched some self-defense strike against Iran. Okay, breaking news update. I have a breaking news update for you. U.S. Central Command just said that they have begun launching self-defense strikes against Iran at the Commander-in-Chief's direction in response to yesterday's downing of a U.S. Army Apache helicopter.
Good.
The mission is a proportional response to unjustified Iranian aggression. So I'm going to keep this video on the screen, but just so you know, the U.S. Central Command says U.S. has launched self-defense strikes against Iran in response to Iran shooting down an American helicopter.
Or not, it's not true.
Protesters rally in London. Oh my god. This is insane.
Holy shit.
So's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go down.
Nah.
Let me scroll down, okay? Foreign-owned businesses targeting anti-immigration riots in Belfast. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
Roll up. Damn.
this is nuts, bro. They're chanting that where they're literally lighting shit on fire. Wow. God, bro. Oh my fucking god. Somalis need to take it serious. The newspaper does not retract the story. We should pursue legal action. The man is not Somali, and the police service of Northern Ireland has already confirmed it. Is this like a meme thing? So, there's an AoE effect of this, okay? And so even if he's not Somalian, that doesn't mean that they're like okay with you too, right? That's not, sorry to say, but it doesn't really matter. It's the same, yeah, this is a distinction without a difference. He's Sudanese? I mean, yeah, it's pretty close, right? I think. Yeah, scroll up. Okay, here we go. Really doesn't? Yeah. The other's on repeat? Well, I'm waiting to see what else happens.
Asmongold. Let's see how close they are.
Yeah, look at all this.
Nemo 6.
Oh my god.
Now
look at all this. I think this is a reset, because this is exactly the same audio we saw before. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this one.
The man who fought off
Somalia, Ethiopia, and Sudan.
There was a man who hit the attacker with a hurling stick. His name was Maitu Mag Tighirnan from Northern Ireland. According to the Guardian,
from Northern Ireland,
who fought off the attacker with a hurling stick.
Based. Thanks, Magu. Appreciate that. That's an Irish name? Hey. Well, at least he's getting rid of the attacker, right? Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Maybe he can stay. Should have thrown a rock? Yeah, exactly, right? Is the victim alive? The victim is alive, but they're in a medically induced coma. That's my understanding about the topic. I'm not sure about it, but, you know.
I will give you updates on the Iran situation.
It's like a hockey stick? Maybe, yeah.
Oh, what's happening?
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Is that what am I seeing there? Is that something on fire or not? I can't tell.
People need to understand. Come on, this is some other one. Well, we already saw this one before.
Glow.
This
oh
my
god!
god!
Is this the place where we were looking at before? I can't even see it.
Oh my! Holy shit! Look at that.
Fire there, definitely.
Did they find the attacker? I don't know. Holy shit, man!
Things are getting out of hand.
God damn.
10:27 p.m.
U.S. conducting new strikes in Iran? Good. Good, we should have never stopped.
A lot of police vehicles out there.
Parliament Square people in China, England for the English.
Might as well just continue.
Police reinforcements arriving in Belfast? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Belfast skyline amidst protests. Jesus, this shit is actually on fire.
Police right on the vehicle there.
That's a lot of fires.
Do you think the world is fed up right now? I think it needs to get worse.
It needs to get worse before it gets better. A lot of things are like that.
You fell for a 9/11 terror propaganda more than I did because you're slightly older. I fell for 9/11 terror propaganda. Well, because I don't want jihadis. No.
This
I don't want terrorists.
Again, there have been
it's not propaganda, it's what they say.
Numerous, in multiple locations in Belfast and some locations in Northern Ireland besides Belfast. There has been.
I don't want jihadis either, but we belong.
Vehicles set on fire, police vehicles
belong
attacked.
In the US. I don't belong anywhere.
Multiple buildings set on fire, fires in the street, and we'll have to see where this goes.
My opinion is that if I know my money is going to blowing up terrorists, I'm happy. I hate him.
I hate him also. Come to Brazil, Trump.
It's better for the U.S. too.
President Trump told Jonathan Karl minutes ago from ABC News. President Trump said the ongoing response that the look at this. The firefighters are trying to put out this fire here. President Trump said the ongoing U.S. attacks on Iran in response to the helicopter getting shot down yesterday. He says they should be very strong and very powerful, and that's what this one is. So President Trump says that these responses are going to be strong.
Yeah, he always says that. That's not really too exciting.
Yeah.
Does the U.S. have cops that aren't Paddington Bears? I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm hungry. But no, this makes the front page of Reddit in today's verdict. Let me see if it got on front page of Reddit. And Reddit, the reason why I bet r/all, right? Yeah, this is just, I don't know really if all this stuff is accurate or not. Yeah, I'm not going to go in through that. The reason why is that Reddit wants to suppress this type of stuff. So this is in Belfast, Ireland. Exactly, I want to help my sister nations instead of fighting sand wars. At a certain point, you have to understand that stopping the, like Iran was a global terror sponsor. So basically, whenever you had problems in other parts of the world or a terrorist organization was causing you an issue, it was probably because of Iran. It might not be directly because of Iran, but who was paying for it? Who was funding it? Who was aiding it? It was Iran. So you have to cut problems off at the source sometimes. And if that means going over and, you know, engaging in a little bit of sand wars, then that's what you have to do. It's better than, and again, like a world without the Iranian, you know, fucking government would be a better world for everybody, including the Iranians, especially the Iranians.
They're the ones who
it's
suffer the
proxy
most.
bullshit. Yeah, don't get hoodwinked by the obvious thing where it's like you just say, "Oh, that's not us doing it." Oh yeah, right. You're just paying for it. We saw this one already. Let me go and find the other ones too. I don't know why there's no audio for any of these. It's kind of odd. It feels surreal seeing my country on here. Yeah, no doubt. Which one's better, Sand Wars or Sand Wars? I don't know, man. Who funded the Islamist invasion so we should hate Muslims so they could attack Muslims? Who funded the Islamist invasion? What do you mean they funded it? What are you talking about funding it? Like, people voted for it. They said it was okay. Like, this idea that you want to, like...
Mostly the woman, though.
I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to blame it. It's the Jews, right? Everybody knows what you're trying to do. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in this sleight of hand. It's very obvious what the problems here are.
The Jews and the cooks.
The two different sides that neither of them have any sort of desire to improve. Oh my God, look at all this. What are they painting on there? I can't even see it.
Excuse me.
Nobody voted for this. The political establishment did it regardless themselves. Well, then, I mean, again, like, then do something about it, right? I mean, I don't know. If you can't vote your way out of something, then maybe you have to do something else. Let me look at some more of this this footage. But I want to make sure I finish this, okay?
Things are getting out of hand.
It's hard to be sure, by the way, if all these are accurate. Those from us today, the house one is pretty old. Yeah, some of these seem to be inaccurate. Not immigrant housing? Really? Okay, well, some of them are, some of them aren't. I really don't know. Somebody else said it was. It's hard to say. Seems like all this woke mentality and nonsense is what people want to believe, is making people mind numb to the point where they stop enjoying anything in society or just leaving it. I think that there's a lot of people that are tired of living in the hyper reality. And I think that there's been a deliberate hyper reality that's been engineered in the last like maybe 10 or 15, maybe 20 years, where people are taught to ignore what's in plain sight. They're taught that their perception is wrong. They're taught that trends don't matter. They're taught that the patterns that everybody can see clearly don't exist. And I think that the cognitive dissonance that's created has had a really negative, profound impact on people's psychology. Because when you can't acknowledge these things that are happening, very, very clearly they're happening, and if you can't even say that's what it is without people trying to come up with like apples to oranges comparisons or some other version of that, is this the same thing as the BLM riots? Well, I mean, I wouldn't really say it's the same thing at all. I mean, number one, I agree with this. I don't agree with the BLM riots. They should have brought in the National Guard and the military for the BLM riots. And also, like, I want to make sure people understand this very clearly, is that I am completely biased about this.
Same.
I'm good with it when it's happening that's in my benefit. I'm not okay with it when it's happening in somebody else's benefit. I don't really have a universal standard here. I'm okay when it's happening to them. I'm not okay when it's happening to me. It's that simple. One's right, one's wrong. There it is. So you might say that's hypocritical. Okay, you could say that. But at the end of the day, it's about that goal.
England and Scotland. 10 days, just $26.99, including flights, with Holiday Max.
At least you admit it. Of course I do. Of course. And the reason why is that I don't see the reason. Like, I don't care what those people think. Like, why would I try to win over? This is another important thing, right? Why would I try to win over the opinions of people that want me to lose? I don't care what they think. I don't care how they feel. I don't care what they think is hypocritical or unfair. Their opinions don't matter to me. So I'll just simply explain it in plain English. That's it.
Yeah, better be simple about it and keep it straight.
He wants to win, not lose. Yeah.
At least he's honest, right?
Every value and every principle that I have is only existing and only in service of a goal. And to the extent that that goal does not manifest, then the principle or that value system is removed. Is brain dead? All good. Well, what about this is brain dead? I'm confused by this. What about this is brain dead?
Just brain dead. All
Way
good.
past debating this? Yes, exactly. How do you control these kids from harming immigrants who have integrated within our culture? You could deport them too, and that way it wouldn't happen. How about that? It's pretty simple. That way they wouldn't be at risk. You'd be a big retard if you supported policies or positions not in your best interest. Yeah, of course. Is your argument? Yeah, is there any argument at all? Would you deport someone that's already integrated? It depends. It really depends. Like, so if they're integrated but they're a net drain on the government, then yeah, I'd deport them. If they are not integrated, then obviously I would deport them. If they were integrated, they were like a net positive taxpayer with no criminal record, and they weren't causing any problems, then I would not deport them.
Based.
That's really it. No more debating, just action. Yeah. Oh, I saw this one before. I didn't know if this was like any more of the new footage. This looks like it's already been shown before. What you don't want is to keep gaslighting people and calling them racist bigots. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to work even better. So some retard third world did some fuck shit. Now everyone's destroying their own shit. Seems kind of dumb to me, but all right. Yeah, I think it's kind of silly too, but I mean, people don't have anything else to do, right? And I think that's really the problem. Let me go and see if I can find all the rest of these. Uh-oh. Holy. The MSM are trying to blame Elon and Tony Robinson? Well, that's a compliment. Yeah, good for them. I'm glad they were able to help. A lot of these seem to be just replays. I'll pull up.
I'm
Oh,
sorry I
Tommy.
haven't even
Why
been
I
able
say
to take more
Tony?
comments on
Why did I
this.
say
Been so
Tony?
busy. But I'll take some of your comments shortly.
Let me see what he's saying about this. This time, return ilk into a country, resign, call a general election, get out of our way, and let some real leaders save our nation before it's too late. He's not going to do that. It's never going to happen. It's going to have to be removed.
There's a decent meat crowd that's showing up here. Not exactly sure how many, but it looks around maybe about 50 to 100.
No, way more. Way more.
Why would Kira give up power? I don't know.
But at least there's a crowd here coming. Guys showing up with the Ulster flag, which is good to see.
Starmer would rather crash the ship into the rocks. Well, he's in a position. The thing is that Keir Starmer is in a position. I think that a lot of these people are starting to realize this, is that if the backlash to this is as severe as I think it will be, they're in a position where they really can't stop riding the tiger. They either have to go all in with this and be able to overcome it, or I don't think that they're going to live. I don't think they're going to live past it. Like, I feel like there's a very good chance that you could have like a French Revolution level, reckoning with this. And I think it could happen all across Europe. Like, we're not that far away from that.
If that happened, holy shit, man. I wouldn't be there to see it.
And so I think that he's in basically the same position the IRGC are in Iran, where the IRGC, they can't back down. They can't surrender to Trump, because if they surrender to Trump, then their own people will kill them. So it's either you get blown up by Trump, and then maybe you have a chance that he'll get bored or some political pressure will cause him to divert his attention elsewhere, or you surrender, you capitulate, and then they get killed. Putin as well. Putin, I would say, to a lesser extent of the three, is definitely the least. But also, it's hard to understand what Russian people's sentiment is, because the country has a bit of a distortion around it, right?
Yeah. I know someone is Russian. She lives here. And basically what she told me is you don't have access to social media. You don't have access to the internet the same way we do. And there you cannot just go to YouTube and, watch a video or even talk to your family through any of the usual communication services that you use. They have to use a VPN, and even then, it doesn't work sometimes. Anyway.
Tommy raises a good point. The public need a way to force another election. Right now, we don't. Yeah. Speaking of IRGC, I think war is returning now. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Blocks, burning vehicles. Not a surprise.
The road.
Thoughts on assassination? Get rid of Starmer? I don't agree with any sort of vigilante justice at all. I think any sort of even capital punishment like that needs to be done by a degree of, obviously like a judicially done.
No Batman then. I like Batman though.
You're saying that because it's TOS? I mean, if I said I was saying it because of TOS, it would defeat the purpose. But no, I don't want to see vigilante justice happen. I was about to get shook like fuck. Yeah, I mean, and I think also, like, this is the other problem, is that this will continue to happen. You are going to continue to have, like, because this migrant violence has been happening now for years. And I think it's been suppressed massively by the media. But because now there's such a massive, like, alternative to mainstream media presence, that I don't think that they can keep the lid on this anymore. So you're going to have probably another migrant within the next 2 weeks try to stab and kill somebody else, right? Or run somebody over or do something.
People are not buying this. They're fed up of it. If you're genuinely claiming fleeing persecution, firstly, you don't leave without your family, right? You take your family with you. And secondly, claim asylum in the first country you end up in. Don't wait to engineer your way to Belfast.
I mean, that often is not the case.
It often is the case.
And the oldest son to go and see if they can find settled status somewhere and then bring the family. That is where you see
genuinely fleeing persecution, genuinely, Anna. If you're genuinely fleeing persecution, would you leave your family behind? I wouldn't.
We don't know the details of this. He might have family in Belfast. He might have family in the UK, which would lead him to want to make it to his family here. This is the whole point about this, is that we don't know the details of this case, and yet we need
to move past this reasoning that a fear for for their safety or looking for asylum is a justification. Because right now, those people, those Karens, are controlling the conversation with this frame of reference. And this frame of reference and this reasoning is beneficial to them.
Yeah, the same human rights activist kind of framing.
False asylum cases? Well, what I'm saying is that even if they're legitimate, we shouldn't care. Like...
Yeah, it's not your problem.
Even if it is legitimate, even if they are fleeing for their life, even if they are going to get killed, we still shouldn't let them in. That's the difference. And that's the perspective you should have. I'm so tired of this. I know it's not all immigrants, but I just don't care at this point. If you let in 100,000, the 99% will be fine. The 1% do stuff like this. I put the safety of one British person above the safety and happiness of 100,000 immigrants. Close the borders and sort out this problem now. And let me guess, this guy got his comment deleted?
Probably. Permalink. I mean, it's Reddit, right? As Asmon said, it's just...
Or put in jail? Yeah, definitely.
Woke police there doesn't allow anything.
Reddit is a completely controlled environment where these opinions are not allowed. On Reddit with more than 300 points? No. You have to keep in mind, the only reason why Reddit is so left-wing is because it's heavily moderated and it's forced into being left-wing.
I mean, if you get into Reddit and you start commenting what you really think about the situation and you're not a woke person, you quickly will notice that your time is just being wasted. So why would you stay there? Just go somewhere else.
If I consult everything on social media, no, at 4chan? Yeah.
Censorship. Flame wars continue in Belfast. That's the guy typing.
Favorite Pringles flavor? I like ranch and barbecue. I apologize for eating a little bit.
I'm also going to try to update if I can.
I don't like to eat on stream.
Update the thumbnail for the broadcast.
Yeah. Snack away.
Yeah, this is live right now.
Belfast has a history of serious disorder around this time of year.
Let's see what they're saying.
We're coming into the marching season. There's been a history of serious disorder this time of year. I think this is now just being used as a catalyst for almost what happens regularly in Belfast. We've gone beyond the immigration stuff now. This is just the usual people coming out the streets and using this as an excuse to cause serious disorder.
Yeah, we see powerful lights, torches down on the ground now. Presumably, you know, they're trying to evacuate buildings in the vicinity of fires and get people to safety.
Yeah, that'll be the priority for the fire service. Once the police have made the area safe for them to come in and start extinguishing the fires, is start checking the premises and removing people that are at risk. And as you've just mentioned, people's homes and properties, etc. Those fires can spread into other adjoining properties. So you put a number of people, lives are at risk with this. This is exceptionally dangerous situations. The police and the fire service and the paramedics are trying to deal with a number of incidents across the city centre. Makes it an exceptionally challenging evening.
That's not an excuse to really try to decapitate a guy?
Go back to what Michelle O'Neill, Northern Ireland's First Minister, has said this evening. Groups of masked men burning families out of their homes is nothing less than disgusting cowardice, Jenny.
Absolutely, and particularly, you know, when you've got that, how...
Do you think that's bad? Again, like...
assumed to be living.
It's going to get worse.
From the Belfast Telegraph pointing out that the man whose life was attempted, the attempt was made on his life yesterday, is probably being treated in a hospital by a foreign national. This just achieves absolutely nothing at all. And I think
no amount of these Karen rationalizations are going to stop what's coming. No amount of this, like all of these like emotional tricks and everything, this manipulation, it just doesn't work. It doesn't.
Shops and so on.
Well, indeed so, and yet because of that experience,
it's not Asian. It's like Pakistani. I mean, that's I think Asian. It's like Japanese or Chinese or Korean. You say Asian, you're not thinking of Pakistan.
Road, pushing barricades and fires out of the way. This scene earlier looks like youths, for want of a better word, had gone into a builder's
yard. Intentionally trying to confuse people. This is why people are done with UK politics after a majority majority voted for Brexit in a decade of conservative governments. Let me see this. New immigrations. Oh my god.
Holy fuck. So the country is literally converting.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Holy
wow.
shit.
Israel's in Asia, bro? Yeah, it's an intentional misunderstanding in order to make people have a different opinion about the attackers. Happens all over the globe. Yeah, I know. Not a good graph. It's not. Was immigration the whole reason for Brexit? There were a lot of reasons for it, but it was one of them, yeah.
People are exiting the country.
They're trying to pass a new pact here in Ireland to let them in unlimited. Yeah, of course they will.
I mean,
and they'll only stop whenever people stop them.
Actually,
you have to keep in mind that, like, the goal that these people have is to succeed in demographically and ethnically replacing these people in their own countries, and then using their ethnic majorities to vote on an ethnic basis to enact policies that will benefit them and also the people that are, like them in their own country. That's what they're doing. That's the reason why. So you'll see them saying stuff like this, right? And like, oh, well, this is the reason why they're doing it. That's the Boris wave. He was a conservative too. Well, the problem is that the conservative party over there isn't really conserving anything.
Yeah.
It seems pretty obvious they're not doing that. So replacement? Yeah, obviously it's replacement. That's clearly what they're doing. Brexit was a neoliberal plot. We lost to control borders more. I don't know. I mean, I think that really you have to come to the conclusion that a lot of these problems are also created by the voters, right? People vote for this stuff, right? Like those women that are trying to like come up with these like irrational, like contortions of reasoning for why it's actually a good thing that somebody got decapitated and why you shouldn't get mad about it. Those are the people that you really need to look at as a problem. Those are the big problems.
True.
Brexit was just a distraction. The main issue was mass migration. Yeah, it was. Let me see here. Yeah, we already saw this one here. I'm trying to see if there's any more information on this at all.
Pepper University.
This is new. Sorry, volume.
Huge brawl.
Fucking day.
Jesus. See, Massachusetts schools are allowing those knives for religious purposes now. Well, what are you going to do about it? See, the problem is that, like, a Massachusetts school is allowing people to carry knives to school that are ceremonial. Okay, so then why not charge the people that are running the schools for endangerment of children?
True.
Why not do that? Because until you're ready to weaponize the justice system and the legal system and to use it in an oppressive way, you're not ready to solve the problem. You're not going to like this. 99%. 99. Yep. You know what I think? I think they shouldn't be coming here. For religious reasons, I don't care. I don't care why they do it. I don't want it. Anyway, let me go back. I'll read a few more. It's true, and it's true, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not. When did anyone ever make you pretend? They have made us pretend that these, like, total barbaric principles and cultures are the same as what we're doing here. They have made us pretend this for literally decades.
True.
It is the entire idea of cultural relativity. Now, do you know what I think cultural relativity is? I think it is a sociology psyop to make people in the West think that the culture that they have created, that has created some of the most and the best countries in the world, is somehow equivalent to people who have a 99% ratio of female genital mutilation. Absolutely not. It's white subversion. Yeah. cultural relativity is made up. It's not real. Some cultures practice honor killings. He's not wrong. And, but the honor killings are easily balanced. Dude. Is Reddit actually... They're going to have to do something about this. This is really bad. This is actually really bad for Reddit. They're going to have to do another... Oh, man, it can't be ignored anymore. It's breaking containment. Yeah, it is actually breaking containment. I'm so happy about this. Cultural relativism is fake and it will never work. They're just going to ban them all. They're going to have to. They're going to have to, because you can't let these ideas exist in a free marketplace because too many people will adopt them. What's scary is how the insane illegals act in the West. Imagine how much worse it is in the countries they're from. I don't need to. I just need to look at the Google Maps. The places are shitholes. I don't want people from there. They might turn our place into theirs. That sounds awful.
They will.
Why the hell would I want that? Fuck no. This isn't even hard to argue. I mean, you only need to cross the channel, find an entire nation of people who eat snails and frogs. This is completely insane. Some cultures are much better than others. True. True, true, true. As a hard lefty, I find it mental that this isn't obvious to other similarly inclined individuals. I don't have any sympathy for any of these, like, really left-wing people, because you might not agree with this stuff, but you enable people that do. So to the extent that you fall off on the side where you are siding with terrorists and other forms of, social discord, you're still a problem. Patriots in Belfast are going door to door to marked houses of immigrants.
No bricks. I'm trying to just hear not
Man. Isn't that fucking insane to read on Reddit? It is very insane to read on Reddit. I'm really happy to read it. And also, that's the reason why they try to ban and quarantine, like, we've had to deal with Reddit, like, reports. Like, you guys have no idea how troublesome it is for us to deal with how many people are reporting us and doing things on Reddit. So we've had to overcome a lot of that in order to, provide you guys with as close to a free environment to discuss things as possible. And even then, we have to delete a bunch of stuff. We have to delete a huge amount of stuff, like actual admins. Yeah, I didn't want to mention that because I don't know if you guys want to say that, but yeah, we've had actual admins from Reddit contact us because of the content that we've had on our Reddit. And again, that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, not mods, but like the people that run and are employed by the website. They're trying to control the narratives. And the reason why they are is because they know that in an open marketplace of ideas, this is going to become normalized. That's the reason why. The site allows literal porn? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's true.
Reddit's a Marxist platform? It is. So I think it's a perfect opportunity for X to replace communities with Reddit alternative. Yeah, I mean, like, I'd maybe work with somebody that wants to make another alternative or another version of Reddit, but the problem is that, like, I just think that we should just have Twitter rules for Reddit. Like, that's really about it. That's all I think. Porn good, but bad thoughts bad? Yeah. Do you think Reddit admins are even intelligent? Yeah, I think a lot of the people that are doing this stuff are smart. Do you want to root out the problem of class politics? You have to figure out ways to completely remove them from the process. So ways to make it to where they can't vote. It's harder for them to vote. Put groups of them that are violent in jail, and then make putting them in jail something that gets them out of the political process. Find different ways to effectively remove them from the process. That's what my goal is. That's what my outlook is on it, right? Insane, yeah, put them in, yeah, insane asylums, I think for a lot of them, I think would make a lot of sense. Yeah, get rid of mail-in voting. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do I go to a barber or do I trim the beard by myself? I do it all by myself. That's why it's kind of fucked up right now. What would you say is more indicative of having low intelligence, believing there's more than two genders, or that the earth is flat? Definitely the earth being flat. I mean, it's not even, the earth being flat is like 1,000 times worse. But they're all bad. What can I do from America to accelerate this? I like this guy. Oh, man. There it is. Okay, well, that's good.
What is this?
No.
what can we expect to happen?
You can expect more ICE agents to go to New York because Governor Hochul signed legislation that ended our 287G agreements, where one agent can arrest one bad guy turned over by a jail. Now we got to send a whole team to look for that guy. So she took the efficiencies of the jails away in the 287G agreement. So it's math. One agent can arrest one bad guy in the safety and security of the jail, which is safer for the alien, safer for the agent, and safer for the community. But she decided to kill all that, so now we got to send more agents to do the job that would have took one person.
But Secretary, for you, are you confident that Congress is going to pass that immigration funding this week?
Yes.
Secretary Mullen left the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner on his private jet. Do you really think that's the best thing to do for a secretary? Alina Shirazi with the Daily Mail, we reported that Secretary Mullen left the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner after the briefing on his private jet.
Yes, that's exactly the correct thing to do. It's good that he has a private jet. That way he can get around more easily. Next question. Karen, please leave.
Back to Oklahoma, which he does often. Obviously, the DHS oversees Secret Service. Do you really think that's in good taste?
I'm the board czar. Let's stick with immigration.
How is your...
Keep it straight, huh?
Immediately, bro, like, holy aura, yeah. Oh my god, I love it.
Why was the Somali referee denied entry to the United States for the World Cup?
Who?
Omar Anton. He was a referee for the World Cup, and he was denied.
I'm not familiar with that case.
Sir, how are you preparing for that for the World Cup?
Local law enforcement enforcing federal immigration law. They can still honor detainers in jails. So aren't you just punishing New York for ending?
Who honors detainers in New York? Give me a name. Give me a county that honors immigration detainers.
I'm saying. Separate
This guy's good.
It's not the same thing. You're saying that they ended 287G. That's cooperative.
287G program is a place where we get thousands of criminal aliens from. If you get arrested in a 287G jail tonight, you're going to be screened too. It's a colorless. Everybody. If I get arrested, I'll be screened to 287G. It helps us. It gives us a force multiplier to finding criminal aliens. Now you can. Governor Hochul can say she supports the removal of criminal aliens.
Did he call her Governor Hulk Hogan?
Governor Hochul can say she supports the removal.
Governor Hulk Hogan.
Just assume that she did.
Criminal aliens. She wants to work with ICE on criminal aliens. Since she's been governor, thousands of criminals hit the street. She says she supports criminal aliens, but she locks us out of the jail. She ended the 287G grant. You can't square that. You can't square we believe that criminal aliens should be arrested and lock us out of the jails. It's ridiculous. She's lying to the people in New York State. She's lying to the people in New York State. We're going to surge resources in New York. We have to. We have to. We got Rikers Island in New York City. I had an agreement with Mayor Adams to get back into Rikers Island. Now, if you truly believe we have a right to arrest and deport criminals that are in the country legally, then why am I locked out of Rikers Island? Why do they keep releasing them to the street? You can't square that. That's ridiculous.
Mr. Homan, on the World Cup.
Based.
Jesus, bro, like. Oh, man. I like this guy. I do. I really like this guy. I've always liked this guy. I think he's great. Right, absolutely. And the World Cup, yeah, absolutely. Mic drop, definitely, man. You know, I will continue lending my voice to this. I will continue talking about it on a daily basis. You know, and if they're going to sue me, then they're going to. I've already got one lawsuit, right? I've already got one going. Might as well have another, right? And so I'm not really even thinking about it or worrying about that. What about Elon? I mean, like, I don't want to, like, I mean, he's just, I know he's like really fucking busy, man. And like, I don't want to get him involved, especially because he's like not involved with the government right now. He's not working at Doge anymore. Yeah. And so like, yeah, I could probably hit up Elon about it, but like, I mean, he's just so fucking busy. I could see it being annoying to him. And that's really it. But and also like, yeah, he's fucking busy. Like they're dealing with like the what is it, that Tesla shit. There's the SpaceX IPO. Like there's a lot that he's doing, right? I mean, he hasn't even played. I don't think he even played PoE this league. I mean, this is a huge new league, crazy new league. He hasn't even played the game. Like if he hasn't even tweeted once about PoE, you know he's fucking busy. By your logic, why wouldn't Game Workshop be directly involved? I don't know how Game Workshop is connected to this. Maybe through Star Wars? I'm not really familiar with that. I have no idea. I'm going all in on SpaceX. I don't do direct investing for like liability reasons, but I would probably invest in SpaceX. I wouldn't say for sure, but yeah, there's a pretty good probability I would do that. Let me see here. And also, like, here's another reason too, is that it's not even about being able to make money. It's about supporting something that's a good thing, right? And that's what I've tried to do, like, you know, in terms of like supporting games or supporting people. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. It is. And I wish more people saw things that way. But unfortunately, it seems like that hasn't happened. Belfast stabbing victim has been named. Okay, let me take a look at that since we were just talking about this.
Yeah, that's a good...
And then I want to move forward.
Let's see.
There he is. Stephen Ogilvie has been named locally as the victim of the attempted beheading in Belfast.
Oh, shit.
There he is. He's a big boy. He is. He's a big boy.
Yeah, big boy.
But he didn't deserve to be stabbed. And you know what he really is more than anything? He's Irish. He's an Irishman. He's a Westerner. He's a part of Western civilization. And his life was put at risk because of a migrant who should have never been here in the first place.
Yeah.
That's it. He was Scottish. Okay. He's a Scot. That doesn't change a fucking thing. It's all the same. And that fat neck probably saved his life.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that, but you might be right. Really, like you might actually be right. Like that's insane. I hope he's able to survive. You know, like all the best to him, and I totally support him. Right,
Same.
Absolutely. And yeah, we already saw these before. Migrant businesses are being attacked by rioters in Belfast. Oh my God. Wow. Things sure seem to be changing.
Civil war is coming. And now is the time to actually... It's coming now. It's coming for a long time.
I mean, going door to door and destroying migrant businesses and burning things down like this is pretty bad.
It is.
Like, I don't know if it's been this extreme before.
Very quiet today online, and rightfully so, because even they, surely to fuck, even they are waking up now and saying, what the fuck, okay, this is getting beyond a joke.
Yeah. What is this? I really couldn't care less about the far right, hurty words, or social division on the same day I watched a man have his eyes stabbed out on the street.
I'm so sick of this equivocating from the left, this both sidesing, this let's hold two ideas in our heads at the same time. Let's talk about the far right at the same time as we watch a man being decapitated in the streets. This isn't a day to talk about, well, the influence of the far right, and then we can talk about the guy being decapitated after that. Why not? There is a direct...
Fucking based. There is no two sides of this.
Yeah.
Because if we don't talk about it, no, I'm not. I'm going to finish. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I was just letting that sit in the air for the audience to make their own judgment. There is a direct line between the people who say we need to focus on language and the violence that you are watching on the streets right now. Nana, you made the right point. People are not listening. Our people are not being listened to. And when you have the feeling you're not being listened to, you feel like you have no other recourse apart from violence. To your point, that's not right, but that is human nature. And unfortunately, the politicians have been able to suppress these narratives with the rape gangs and with illegal migrants for so long. But suddenly with Henry Novak and with the actions we saw this morning, there is footage. And you can't unsee what you've seen with your own eyes. And now they can't just say these are isolated incidents because clips are building and building and it becomes a trend, which breaks their whole, we just need to live in multicultural harmony together and everything is hunky-dory. They have to feel anger with us. They have to empathise with us, or else you are going to see more violence.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think he's right. The fire's out of control. We're going to burn the city down. Oh, really? And yeah, I don't know. I'll look and see if there's any more. There's any more of this. They've messed with the wrong one. Ireland's done it this time. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me go and find this. There's something else. Irish have set up their own anti-migrant checkpoints and are searching cars.
That's a holy shit. That's scary. Yo, we're tracking the cars, mate. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Don't like it a video. Yo, they're fucking checking if they were fucking That's a holy shit. That's scary. Yo, we're tracking the cars, mate. What the fuck?
It started. This is only first gear, by the way. Like, if you think this is bad, this is the best it's ever going to get. Like, this is the best it's ever going to be with these people. You play Resident Evil? Yeah, we're gonna start that in just a little bit. I'm just looking at this. We could borrow that technique. Well, the anti-ice people tried to do that. Desperate was it? Wait, so Ethan Klein is suing iDubbbz. Oh God, I don't even know what this is. And stop illegal mass migration. Did you look at the Lego stuff already? I did. I already looked at it before. It's so funny. These are tactics left has used for years and decades. Now it isn't them doing it. It'll be far right. Yeah, I know. Absolutely it is. It's reverse Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, like, I do really hope that the kick, Rainbed and Steak are confirmed. I have no idea about this. I don't know. Let me see if I can find any more of these. This situation like making viral. Talking shit, everybody calling out the replies. What is this?
That's a lot of people.
Jesus. Look at them all. They made the rules, they can't cry now. Well, who cares? Who cares what they do? Some already shocking, except ours are trying and then they aren't. Yeah. And it's really important that this happens, because the moment this happens in one Western country is the moment that it becomes normalized everywhere else. So it's extremely, very, very important that this happens. And the reason, again, is that as soon as it happens in one location, it will happen all across the West. But until then, it's just going to continue to kind of simmer, right? Do you remember the ban the guy before the Carmelo verdict dropped? I actually probably forgot to ban him. The victim is said to be special needs. I have no idea if they are or not. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing it. So let me scroll down and see if there's any more of these to look at real quick.
Just a repetition of...
This seems like this is the majority of it. It's just like right here. Same thing happened in France. Yeah, well, I mean, again, like as soon as it happens in one place, I think it becomes normalized everywhere, right? You banned them? I did? Okay, good. Usually I try to do that. Going by his picture, I can believe that one? Maybe, I don't know. Gangs in New York type shit? Well, it'll get a lot worse, I think. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Give me 1 second.
The bathroom.
As we've had today. It's insane. Like, whether it's between this, Carmelo Anthony getting convicted of murder, I mean, like, this is really, I mean, this is great. This is amazing. Like, what a big day. What a great day. And Ocarina of Time remaster or remake got announced, too.
What? I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Yo, we gotta play that.
It's a total chud. It is a total... Today is a day for the chuds. Today is absolutely a big chud day. How long do you get it? Yeah, I don't know yet. I don't think they have a definitive one way or another. The world is healing. Well, it's a long way to go. It's definitely a very, very, very long way to go. But I'm glad to at least see some of this is happening.
It happens in the waves, you know?
Riders are breaking into migrant houses and HMOs, houses of multiple occupation, a form of taxpayer-funded housing for asylum seekers in Belfast to set them ablaze. Why the fuck are taxpayers paying for migrants to live in their country?
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Why the fuck would you do that? Really, it's retarded.
Waste.
What a waste of money. What is this?
In relation to knife controls, there have been calls to limit the right of Sikhs to carry their ceremonial knife, the kirpan, one of the 5 holy items in their faith.
Sounds like it goes down to 4.
The Offensive Weapons Act of 2019, passed under the previous government, clarified and strengthened existing legal protections in relation to long kirpans. This included extending defences so that kirpans can be lawfully possessed for religious reasons and used in religious and ceremonial contexts. But let me be clear. Carrying a knife for the purpose of religious observance is one thing. Using it, as so tragically occurred in this case, is quite another. It is a vile act.
Hey, give me a religious permission to use my gun. I need to carry it for my, my
crime of the utmost severity, and it will be met with the severest punishment.
No, put your knife away.
Exactly.
Put your knife away, leave it at home.
Does it make any sense to you? Because of religion.
It's just that simple.
Yeah?
I don't give a fuck about your religion.
Rude.
I don't give a fuck what you want to do. You can't bring a knife.
Exactly.
What are you, retarded? You want to be like that? Go back to India.
Yeah.
That's what I think. You don't walk around with a fucking knife. Either everybody gets to carry a knife or nobody does.
Exactly.
This whole idea that your religion, your foreign religion, gives you the privilege to carry a weapon around is retarded.
It's fucking
Imagine
stupid.
thinking this. It's the dumbest, most brain-dead thing I could even imagine.
Exactly.
I don't even know how somebody could say this.
With a straight face, even.
You deport these people.
Yeah.
Send them back.
Send them in.
Send them back. Let me go and find the rest of them.
I need to pee.
No,
I'm
that's
back,
not
gentlemen.
it. Anti-beheading. They're anti-beheading. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Anti-enlightenment concept. Yeah, it's just it's so outrageously stupid. I can't even believe that it exists. If you're not going to use it, then why carry it? Do you actually support them burning down the homes of the migrants? I don't support it, no, but I'm not really going to complain about it too much either. That's the way I see it. They shouldn't be here. The people tried to vote against it. They weren't able to vote against it. And again, I don't want these migrants anywhere in Western culture. I don't think that they're compatible with Western culture. I think that they are a parasite. And if it was up to me, I would remove every single migrant, every single illegal, every net negative immigrant, every single illegal immigrant, and any of the immigrants that commit crime. That's what I do.
Good.
So whatever moves me closer to that goal is something that I support. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, I still support it. Because it moves me closer to that goal. That's it. Immigrants don't have jobs unless they assimilate. Well, if they're assimilated but they're costing us money, then they got to go back. It's nothing personal, but we got to take care of our own people.
Yeah.
It's not with malice. It's just logistics. Yeah, what about immigrants that assimilate and work and pay taxes? If you assimilate, you work, you pay taxes, you're a net positive taxpayer, then I think you have every right to stay in the country.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a right to stay in the country, but I would be willing to grant that privilege. So yeah, definitely. That's the way I would see it. Basically, everyone nearly no? Yeah, that's the goal. And then I'd also add in, there's another component to this too. We would take all of the people that would like go and like protest about this. I would have a militarized police shut them down the moment that they became violent or in any way, capacity, shape, or form caused problems. And then I would put them in different camps, and then I would put them in mental institutions, which would remove their right to vote. Because they're not mentally of sound mind, so they couldn't vote. Yeah. That's my solution.
Genius.
Yeah.
Asmongold for president.
What do you guys think?
Or whatever they have there. Prime Minister.
What do you think? Good enough? Yeah. And so anyway, I say camps, I meant resorts, yeah. And anyway, not expecting a violent outcome, so I'll unqualify these people are to hold any position of power. Yeah. And so, bare minimum solution, re-education camp, slippery slope. Oh, it's not a slope, it's a cliff. And I'd jump right off it. I'd go totally after these people. I'd shut them down institutionally. I would institute every form of legal suppression that I possibly could. I would disenfranchise as many of them as I possibly could. I would go and arrest them. I would recategorize their political action committees as terrorist groups. I would seize their funds. I would put their leaders in jail. I'd deport them and seize their assets. I would totally shut these people down. They are foreign. They are foreign people that should not be in the country. You should not be in a Western country. You should not be advocating for your foreign bullshit here. You need to leave.
Yeah.
You got to go. If you want to assimilate and become an American or a British or something like that, then I'm totally okay with that. I think it's great. But if you want to go and start problems and have issues, no, absolutely not. How about illegals brought as kids and their parents are grown up now? No. I don't think you understand the extent of this. I'd deport people that were born here. I'd do that. Like, you don't even need to go to the kid example. I'd go even farther. I'd send them back where their parents came from. Time to go. To where? I don't know. Like, they could pick their country their parents came from, or we could drop them in Sudan. It's their pick.
It's their pick.
Yeah, they go either one. Yeah, maybe North Korea too. Afghanistan, yeah. Sure, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. How far back you take it, though? Depends on if I like them or not, if they're causing problems or not, and how annoying they are. And if they're here, just put them in jail. Yeah, it depends. Walk the plank, Bermuda Triangle, maybe, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, but again, like that is the position that I have. This is my position on things. Okay, but how about we run out of children? Well, oh yeah, let's import infinity illegals so we can fix the birth rates. No. If the birth rates go down and the population of the country goes down, then it is what it is. The need to satisfy the line on the stock market going up is not important to me. I don't care about that. I care about the longevity of my culture, my people, and my country.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is the end!
Oh, that was the end of the video. Okay, guys, so support the small YouTuber here, Asmongold. He also streams. Give him a like, give him a sub. He needs it. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Bye-bye.